Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and as you know, it's Saturday, so of course, happy Saturday. Now let's get to the unhappy bit. I thought I was done with the Yu-Gi-Rants, but due to kind of a overwhelming amount of comments saying that I don't understand what the word tier means, and not just comments, emails too. I must have gotten 5 just in the last week alone. Saying that's not what tier 1 means. That's not what tier 1 means. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. Let's have the rant. Let's try to keep it civil. But this one, obviously, it does feel more like I am, of course, being told I don't know what I'm talking about. So let's say that I'm taking this one a little bit personally. And if you do too, and of course, maybe we don't share the same views by the end of this video, feel free to click the unsubscribe button. Again, I mostly do these rants like satirically. That's usually something that's kind of fun to do. But this is like calling in my credibility about whether or not I know what a word means, as opposed to the meta heads not understanding the newest definition. So to that point, I have reprinted out the last 2 ban lists as they're shown on the Konami website from their blog spot. So we can read this one. This was the January 4th speed duel list. And of course, it tells you which events, this is legal on the weekend of, and at future tier 2 and higher events. So are you telling me that tier 2 is like second class? Or are you trying to tell me that tier 1 is like your locals most of the time? Tier 2 is more of like your regionals. Tier 3 is more like your nationals. And maybe, just maybe, the casual duelist has an idea what the word tier means. It is a classification and also a format. So according to this, in Konami's own words, as you can see, this is theirs. I don't know if the link didn't actually print out. But you can just Google speed duel ban list. This is going to be one of the 2 things that pops up in like the top 3. So it's not that hard to double check and do your own homework, honestly. But this is telling you that tier 2 is a more competitive ban list / format. So that's fine. And the thing that did confuse me when we got the April one, and again, I've got this printed out. I've got this in the blue, black, and white for you, my friends, is the April 2023 Speed Duel Events Only Limited List. April 12th, as you can see, attention Speed Duelists. On the 22nd, we will implement an updated events only, event meaning like, I don't know, regional, YCS, aka nationals, all of those things. I don't really think your locals counts as an event, my friends. It is an event. It is, truly, honestly, 100%. But in the term that event is being used here, it is not. So your locals can still choose to play, I don't know, tier 1 without a ban list. It is very unlikely. There's still only a couple that I've been to that even indulge it. It is moving more towards using these lists, which is great. But can we take one more look at the playmat? Does it say competitive duelist or does it say casual duelist? So if it says casual duelist, you must understand that a good deal of the people that come to this channel to watch this stuff are enjoying the casual stuff. They're enjoying it for what it's meant to be. I'm only here because this is fun. I enjoy this game, and I want to see as many people smile at the end of the day as possible, because smiles are already too hard to come by. And when you go on, going, oh, you don't know what this word means, and you clearly didn't do the 2 seconds of Googling that it takes to see this. And again, what are we seeing here? At future tier 3 events. And when I went over this list initially, I said, oh, so they upped the tier again as far as what that means. So again, the meta head's thinking like tier 0 deck is an instant win if you play it and go first or whatever. And then you play the you'll never beat me dragon in attack mode with 20 negates and 15 draws. It's not a thing, guys. It's fine. Enjoy the way that you play, but like that means that if there's a tier 3 and the number gets bigger, and obviously tier 2 was what we were dealing with on the last list, and again, I didn't throw out the paper in between the 2 seconds. Future tier 2 and higher. So that means the tier is the level of competition that you are experiencing. So honestly, I could make an argument based on the way that this is written that we still should be using the January list for anything that's not regionals level or not nationals level, based on what the tier is of the event that you're going to. So, as a concession, and this will be the last time I concede any ground on anything, because again, this is a for fun channel. I love you guys. I really do. I really hope to see you guys keep coming back. I love it when you guys get involved with the comment section. Me and Celestial enjoy playing our matches for you guys. Yes, we know the skills are face up the whole time. Guys, we're playing to show you guys how the decks would move. We're not playing in a tournament when we're doing this. We're sitting in our studio, generally in pajama shoes, enjoying a fun match with a nice scalding hot cup of tea. I almost said a glass of tea. That would be weird. You drink your tea out of a mug or a cup like a normal person. But the point is, we do this to show everybody how it works. And, we don't always get to show, like, all the 20 games that happen during playtest. And sometimes when we get to playing on camera, it does not play the way that it played in playtest. Honestly, again, going back to our little Riders, our Duelists of Shadow box tournament, Kagemaru lost every game in playtest and still somehow managed to do good once the camera was on. No clue how that happened, but we cut. Well, she cuts now. I still don't. It doesn't matter that much. But it was just a way for us to just go ahead, play the game, enjoy it, and hopefully brighten the days of many, many people out there. So again, what I'm going to do, last time I'm changing anything in Speed Duel, okay? Tier 1 will now be known as Casual. It will say Speed Duel Casual and the deck. We have a lot of people who love those casual builds. They love to see what the absolute upper limit is that some of these decks can move at, because they have no intentions of ever going to any ranked event. It's them and a handful of friends enjoying life, okay? And then when I mean it's a competitive deck, something that follows the list, I will simply write competitive. Does that mean it's going to be tier 0, tier 1? No, not always. But it is going to be my best variant. It'll be something that I would take to the tournament, or that Celestial would take to the tournament. Because again, she built you guys out of my own book. She built you guys the Shining Flare Wingman deck and released that a little too soon for me. But hey, it's out there. It looks like she made it nice and quick for you guys. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And so that's what we're going to do from now on. It'll be casual, competitive. If it's casual, I can use whatever I want. If it's competitive, I will follow the most up-to-date ban list. And again, to the people out there that have been helpful to me, thank you. To the people out there who have helped guide me, thank you. And to those of you who remind me when these are coming out, because again, sometimes I just get wrapped up in my work and making deck lists and working on my D&D projects and everything else that I do. And you guys remind me when these lists are out. You guys are absolute all-stars as well. So hopefully I didn't lose too many of you. And if I did, well, then we just probably weren't going to be friends in the long run anyway, and I'm sorry. But I'm glad that you stopped by for some time at least. And I hope the best for you in the future, obviously. And, you might come back someday. And we might cross paths again. But for now, I'm only going to ask you guys one thing. I don't care if you sub, unsub, like, comment, tell me I'm full of crap or what. I want you guys to go out. I want you guys to try to enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Because, guys, happy Saturday. It is the weekend. Go do something fun. Go do something for yourself. Focus on some mental health this weekend. And just enjoy your lives. All right? Never forget. This is all just a game. But your happiness, well, that's something that you shouldn't play with. You should go out there and you should focus on that sometimes too, okay? Hope to see you guys again next time. Later.